For months now, I've been putting off doing a little tour of the boat because it's very easy to find reasons not to. The weather's not right, the boat's untidy, I've got stuff to do, but today it's a nice day, so I thought, fuck it, let's just do it. So here we go. We'll start at the back and work to the front on a quick tour and then go into the detail. I'm not going to tidy up. This is the boat as it is, and like it or leave it. This is my room, as you can see. We have a couple of windows at the back here. And there, you can have a quick look out. And I'll come back and do a little cubby hole thing because there's tons of little things around. I want to give you an overall tour of the whole boat first, and then we'll come back and do the detail. Here is my bathroom at the back. As you can see, it has a little shower built in there and a toilet at the back there. I thought this is the first home that I've had that's actually had 2 bathrooms. Then you move into the saloon area, which is here. And this is where I usually work. I could set up down there, but I kind of like it up here because you get a nice view. Oh, there's one of the crows. This is my messy area. I always threaten to tidy that up, but never get around to it. Taking the boat out and just going down the river or canal or whatever is easy. It's maneuvering slowly around these boats that you need the 2 motors, port, starboard, because you can put forward and back and then you go clockwise or vice versa. It does have a bow thruster to help you, but it's not working right now and I don't need it, so I'll fix that when I need it. Up here we have some instruments. This can go, these are useful. This is all good. That one's gonna go, and I'm gonna keep that one. That one can go, we don't need it. That is the cabin downstairs. This is the stairs that go up to the outside. And we'll do that later. Going forward, we have this area down here, which is a little sort of dinette area, which is kind of cute. So you can sort of live up there, but have this for eating if you want to. And then you have the kitchen here, which is quite reasonable. I mean, it's nice. It's not massive, but it's big enough. And then you have the main bathroom here, which has a shower, toilet, whatever. It's all good. Closing that down, we go through to the forward cabin, which right now is storage. I don't use this very much for anything. If anyone comes to stay the night, they can stay here. That's a bed as well. I do have space for all this. I'm just kind of lazy and I need it sometimes, so it's out. And then, that's the walkthrough. And now we'll go back and do the detail. There's actually plenty of storage on this thing. This is the first wardrobe here. And under the main bed is a big storage compartment, which is where, if I haven't been able to find something whilst looking upstairs, it's usually down here somewhere. It's quite big, and I can keep everything that I don't have space for upstairs in there. That is my room. Then up here, you've got closets here. That's where all my super often used useful things go. And then there's a whole bunch of closets here for things, whatever. I have a very large TV. I didn't think it was going to fit, but then once I got at the boat, I looked around and I'm like, you know what? It'll fit right there. And I can actually put this curtain over it so you don't even see it, which is nice. This area is interesting because I'll show you later, but you can pull this out and that becomes a double bed. And then this you just put away. So that's quite useful. There's a wet closet here, which is where your safety equipment goes. Going down here, here's my microwave. And then there's a closet here as well for stuff. And then under that seat and under that seat, there's more space. I have two refrigerators. This is the first refrigerator. It's over my mother. She used to like fridge magnets. So we've got this one runs on 12 volt, which means that even if I'm out to sea and not plugged into the power at the marina, this one works great. And then there's quite a nice oven here. And then you've got all the storage here. And then up here. So that's all useful. Then going forward again, I can just keep, this is like useful things that I don't need very often. And more stuff. This lifts up. And that's where the bow thruster and more storage goes. And then right at the front here, we have that's where the anchor goes in and out. I have not used the anchor yet, but I will at some point. So that is the tour of the inside of my boat. It's a really nice size because, as you can see, it's quite big, but it's small enough for me to manage through, because getting through locks by yourself in a bigger boat is tricky. But this one I can do all by myself. And it's not difficult, so that's a good thing. That's why I got this one. But it's big enough for two people to live in quite easily, and it's big enough to go across the channel easily. Because I eventually want to end up down in the Mediterranean, and anything smaller wouldn't be comfortable on. Well, I'm quite near Heathrow Airport, so I do get the jets flying over, which I like because it reminds me it's good to travel. And this is what it looks like at night. This is a slightly different configuration. We have the bed pulled out, so I can have a nice big area there, and that enables me to watch the big TV over there. That's my room. Down there. But I like this in that it's very flexible. I can move things around, because right now my little workstation is down here and the kitchen is here. So that's a nice big space, and it's just very comfortable to work and live on the boat. I really like it a lot, and I'm liking it more and more. The next thing to do is to take all this boat and move it south. So that's going to be a big adventure. Until then, one of the fun bits is down here. This is the engine room. So you can see this has two 220 horsepower Mercruiser engines in. That's good because you need plenty of power to get across the channel and when you're in the Mediterranean. What you need is enough power to make the boat plane. If you are going too slow, then you're pushing too much water away. If you can get up fast enough, the boat lifts off and starts to plane, and then it actually becomes more efficient. Going faster is actually more efficient than going slower. You actually have very good access to the engine room from here as well. This is the main battery pack. This is my extra battery pack, and that's the other engine there. This is the aft deck, so it's quite spacious here. A little bit untidy right now, but as I said, I wouldn't ever do this if it was going to have to be perfectly tidy. Oh, there's a boat going out, but he's lacking a horn. It's traditional to beep a couple of times as you go under the bridge, just in case his boat's coming the other way. But he was just going oop, oop, because he doesn't have a horn. That's my air conditioner, which is ghetto at the moment, because it does get a bit warm some days on the boat. But what I'm going to do is install that downstairs in the engine room. There's plenty of space down there, so I can do that. And then the drain just goes into the bilge, and the cold air goes through a vent into the saloon. So that'll be good, and then the hot air will vent outside, so that's easy. Well, when I say easy, it's easy to suggest how to do it, but when you get around to actually doing it, not so easy. Up here is the fly deck, so it's a really nice deck out here. As you can see, it's like this boat cost, I don't know, almost over over £250,000. And I'm higher than he is. I get such a nice view. There's very few boats here that have a view as good as mine on this fly deck. Fly deck means you have all the controls. So you've got your two engines and then all your instrumentation there. So you can take the boat anywhere from here, and it's easy. That's my generator. That is going to end up again in the engine room. There's plenty of space down there for it, and it also means it'll be very quiet, because if you're parked up somewhere in a marina, the last thing you want to do is power up some generator, even a really quiet one like that, because it just pisses people off, because they want boats and the ocean because it's so peaceful. Generators, not so much. Going forward, this is where I feed the crows, and this is going down into the channel. And so there's the anchor there. And so that's the whole boat. All I need now is to do a few more qualifications, get some certification with like safety, navigation, weather, radio, first aid, that kind of stuff, which I'm going to do very soon. Once I've got all those, then I can take this boat anywhere I damn well want, which is so exciting. I mean, it's nice looking at the map to see where you could go, but when it comes to actually taking the boat somewhere, that's a whole new level. But that's why we're on this adventure, right? And I don't care if my hair's a bit of a mess, because this is Casey Neistad's hair. Thank you very much for watching this whole thing. It's been fun to do. It's been fun showing you around my boat. This is my life. Everything I know is on this boat, which I love. And it means a lot to me that you bothered to watch this. Please subscribe, hit that little bell thing over there that tells you that when I get new videos. And thanks again. Have a nice one. Bye-bye.